Testing, testing, okay. Hello, kitty. How's it going, buddy butt? And there you go, with a cat butt. Of course. We just have to have a kitty butt, don't we? Yep. Okay. Oh, okay. Come on, buddy. There you go. Okay. Hmm. I'm offline. That's odd. Live now? Okay. Bring that down a bit. And yes, of course, we have a kitty butt. Hello, kitty butt. You ready to get this shit started? Not quite. Okay, kitty butt. Kitty butt. We're not gonna have any kitty butt? Well, I can't see one here. Right there. Oh well, whatever. Okay, hello and welcome once again to Aniki Streams Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Part 2 for September 13th, 2016. I am your host Aniki, and with me is my cute cuddly kitty butt, the wonderful, the fuzzy, the kitty jack. And there, are we gonna get it? You can just barely see it. And there we go, cat butt, yes. Okay, it's been a little while since... Go lay down. Go lay down. It's been a little while, I'll admit. We kind of had some issues on Saturday that prevented streaming, but I won't go into those now. But for now, we shall continue on with our game, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. As you may recall, in our last episode, we had to save our friend Larry Butts, who was accused of murdering his ex-girlfriend with what looked like a statue, but in fact is a clock. And now we are going to continue on with our new new chapter, Turnabout Sisters. Okay. Save, yes. Saving. Okay. But I'm just gonna hit Turnabout Sisters. Okay. Bring, phone call, bring, phone call, beep. Hello, this is Maya. Hey Maya, it's me. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. It's been great. Excuse me, wrong voice. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you. Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about this upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So, what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like that statue, the Thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You've always liked toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now, you know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. Put some papers inside instead. Papers? Is that evidence then? Well, There's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9 o'clock, to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner, something good. Like burgers! I could really go for a good burger. Okay, we'll hit up the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal! Okay, sis, see you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya. Beep. Conversation recorded September 5th, 1920, or 9:27 a.m. No. You go back. You go back, kitty. Yes. You just don't like it when I'm talking to people that aren't you. You're so jealous. Okay, anyway. September 5th, 8:57 p.m. Fay & Co. Law Offices. Now, Miss Fay, I'll take what's mine. The papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what you want. Of course, we gotta have cat butt there, don't we? Just gotta have cat butt, don't we? Okay. Miss Fay, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? Ho. You are not cogniferous of my background. Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. Ho. My dear Miss Fay, I'm so very sorry. But I'm afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Fay. Come on, swing up your boob, that'll protect you. Well, apparently not. Okay. Red, white, blue. Episode 2, Turnabout Sisters. September 5th, 9:08 p.m. Fay & Co. Law Offices. Uh-oh, I'm late. Huh, that's strange. She must have gone home already. She said her sister was coming over so we could all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood? Mia! Maybe she's in her office. I'll get right on that. No, okay. Move to the office. That smell. Blood. I hope this isn't Chris's blood. Sub. Sis. Someone's there. Chief. Chief. Snake. Who are you? And she fainted? Okay. Strange girl dropped out cold. Left her lying on the office sofa. Went back to the chief where she lay under the window. I can almost see up her skirt. But they put the leg in the way, so... Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Her shoulder, sure. Her shoulder has cloth on it. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade. Until finally, she was cold. She was one frigid bitch. Chief. It's encrusted with dried blood. How ironic that this became the murder weapon. Again. Some shards of glass are scattered on the floor. They seem to be the remains of a glass light stand. Chief, it's hard seeing her like this. But if there are any clues here, she was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The thinker lying next to her must have been the murder weapon. Glass shards near the chief's body. Must be pieces of the glass light stand lying broken in the back of the room. Okay. Nothing else that seems like a clue here. Piece of paper. Must have fallen from Mia's hand. What could it be? Word is written in blood on this scrap of paper. Maya? Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store dated yesterday. See, added to the court record. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I better call the police. Find out what that girl was doing here. Perfectly normal office desk. Chief had a very particular policy about it all. It's been big on the stuff the clients use, but keep your own stuff simple. Oh, that's a good policy. Right, I better call the police. That's funny. Yeah, the screws on the receiver are missing. Looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police! Police, come quick! Oh, excuse me, wait, that was a girl. What? Someone's screaming outside the window. She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. There's a large building right across the office. The Gaywater Hotel, a nice luxurious place. Okay, well, I'm gonna call the police. Guess not. The receiver's missing a few screws. Better not use it. Yeah, because who knows? It just might. Oops. Might just jump out and bite you. Girl just now, where'd she go? Put her right there on the sofa. I hope she didn't run out on me. Oh, yeah. Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay, I work here. Maya. Maya Fey. Maya Fey? Maya? So Mia was writing this girl's name? Maybe I should show her that receipt. I never thought there'd be a use for evidence like this outside the courtroom. Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. That's my name! What? Why would she write my name? Please, just calm down. Well, why would sis write my name? Uh-oh, now I've done it. Okay, and the cops. Got here a lot quicker than cops usually get anywhere. Police. Sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze, please! Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, you see? Gumshoe? What an odd name. I received a report from a building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder. Must have been that woman I saw. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay? Great, just great. Wait, she wouldn't have. No. Whoa, excuse me. Eek! Does word Maya here mean anything to you? That's my name. What? The victim drew this here note in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Killer? I'm not. This case closed. You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am. Wow, what an asshole. What? Mia's younger sister, Maya, was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. September 6, 9:07 a.m., detention center, visitor's room. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Well, yeah, because she's kind of a criminal, apparently. Oh, it's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. She looks so tired. Um, are you going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Of course I will. First things first, I better get her cheered up. Yeah, of course I will. Cheer up. Really? Whoa, did I say the wrong thing? She looks sadder now. What's wrong? You don't think I can do it? No, no one could. Who would believe me? Even you, when you found me in the office, you looked at me like I had done it. Oh, my dick. Did I look at her like that? No, I never thought that. It's okay, I understand. And I've also heard about you. Heard? Heard what about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while. Huh, so he crashed and burned? He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil type. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Huh, sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I'm in trouble. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. Well, thanks. That's what she said. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to trouble you. No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I just can't sit and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Mia, I know. There's something I've been wanting to ask you. Yeah. Yes? What's with that outfit? Oh, this? This is what all alkalites wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Alkalites? Like people in religious training? What is it you do? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I just talk with dead people. I'm a spirit medium in training. A spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Yes. Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. Evidence? Yes, that clock shaped like the Thinker. The one Larry made. How could that have been evidence in a case? Right, she said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice? Her own voice? Yes. I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone. You recorded it? Yeah, I forgot to delete those things. So, you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone? Let's hear it. Right. Oh, I just remembered that detective took my cell phone. Sorry. Oh, right, of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it. Well, I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? Sure, thanks. Maya's memo and the court record. Spirit medium. So you're an alkalite, or medium in training. That's right. In the Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a second, you said the Fae family? So Mia was into this stuff too? Of course. She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class, too. I had no idea. Wait, what? What? So you're a real, honest-to-goodness spirit medium? With ESP and all that? Yes, in training. Can't you contact Mia's spirit, then? You can just ask her who killed her. I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level. I thought it would be too easy. Something the matter? I was wondering, could I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And, well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you could go ask him to represent me? Yeah, sure. Why not? I'll go ask. Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to. Say, what about your parents? I see. Don't worry, leave it to me. Thank you. The trial's tomorrow at 10. What? Tomorrow? Tomorrow? If this guy refuses? He told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. When will that happen? They're giving me until 4 p.m. And visitors' hours are almost up. I better hurry. Right, I'll be back. Nope. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Sorry. I know it must be hard. No, it's okay. All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. I've kind of gotten used to it. Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. It's the thinker clock that Larry made. Practically qualifies as a serial murderer now. So then, when did you arrive at the office? It was right around 9. Lights were off and I could smell blood. And I found her, my sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. Okay. And now we teleport to his office. September 6th, Grossberg Law Offices. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. Must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this. I guess I'll just have to come back later. Well, let's snoop around first. That is... that painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. The oil painting is so thick it's practically giving me the stuffed nose. Hey, Bob Zombie! How's it going? Haven't seen you in a while. I'm sure the price is nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter. Expensive-looking mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive-looking books. And not just any mahogany, but mahogany from the planet Melchior 10, where the trees are 300 feet tall and breathe fire. I can't remember the whole bit. Don't look like they've ever been read. Working extra hours at work. I can relate. That's all mahogany does. Wood's been polished to a deep luster. Ashtray, table for clients. Like an ebony case, and if I'm not mistaken, that lighter's made of solid gold. Even I can tell someone's got money to burn. That can't be solid gold. That would melt. Okay, well, guess we can poke around our place. September 6th, Fay & Co. Law Offices. The office is filled with police officers. They're all busily searching for clues. Hey, you there! This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Sorry. I know you from somewhere. Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No, Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry? Building shed. What kind of shit have you been building? Like, literal shit? Or like, I don't know, woodworking? Or, Legos? What you building, man? I guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Bus guy, he was a killer. You're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right, and you were Detective Suede Shoes, Detective Gumtree, Detective Gumshoe. Gumshoe, wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe? Right, at your service. Hang on, that's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right. Don't go calling me Dick. Okay, Dick. Hey, Dick, get over here. Yes, sir. Okay, what you got here? Open a new tab. Oh. Of course. You've been building shelving for your very, very odd obsession. It's the same image twice. Kind of like Legos and woodworking. Here's back. Okay, be right there. You're a lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you better do it quick. He thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. About Miss Faye, did you do an autopsy? Hmm? You want to know the results, eh? Don't go looking at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright, you can see the report, but that's all. So, I got the report. What do we got here? Time of death, 9/5 at 9 p.m. Cause single blunt force trauma. Death was instantaneous. Okay. About Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, this is one trial you ain't gonna win. How do you say that? So you put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Edgeworth? Sure you know what that means, you've been a lawyer and all. Prosecutor Edgeworth. So were you making that shelving from scratch, or like, putting it together from a kit or something like that? Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him, don't you? Of course I do. I know him. He's a feared prosecutor. He doesn't feel pain, he doesn't feel remorse. He won't stop until he gets his guilty verdict. Oh, don't talk about him that way. You make him sound barely human. Still, I'm afraid this pretty much decides the case. So, Edgeworth is on this one. Bought from Aniki. Yeah, okay. He hasn't lost a case since he became a prosecutor at the incredibly young age of 20. Of course, there are rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. Yeah. Never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. Piece of paper next to the victim, wasn't there? Yeah, the one with the killer's name written on it. Are you sure that Mia wrote it herself? In the condition of the writing, it's hard to say if it's her handwriting or not. So there's no proof Mia wrote it. I was wondering, did you see Maya Faye's cell phone? Oh, that? I have that. Think you could give it back? Sure, I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. Uh-oh, he's on to me. Tell him straight. Tell him one who... Something matter? Oh, no, it's just, you know, detective. Nope, I know nothing, pal. Cell phone has a lot of numbers on it, like your boyfriend's. Cell phone holds a whole little girl's sweetest and spiciest secrets. Book. You're trying to confuse me. Sorry, pal, I already checked all the numbers in memory. Impressive. You're quite the detective. Huh? Oh, here, you can have this phone back. There weren't any suspicious calls recorded in there, after all. Seems you didn't notice the recorded conversation. Yeah, so we got a phone call. Check the court record to hear the recorded conversation. Well, we already heard that. Guess I've asked all the questions I need. You all done, pal? Yes, thank you. I'll be heading out now. Oh, wait. One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to the witness. Anyway, you better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyerly ways, pal. Okay. Come to think of it, I had completely forgotten about her. The witness? Yeah, Miss April May. It's a joke, see? Because he's a detective, and detectives are called Dick, and he's kind of a dick, but not too much. He's actually kind of a nice guy. And then April May, because May is her last name, and it comes after April, so it's April May. Ah! Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about either. But I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me her name, Miss May, huh? So you've sent her home already, then? You're trying your lawyerly tricks on me now. She's not going outside her room until the trial. So she's still in the hotel across the way. Guess I should know better than trying to get a detective to leak information. You got that right, pal. Time to pay a visit to Miss May. Okay, well, now to the Gatewater Hotel. September 6th, Gatewater Hotel, room 303. Well, hello there, handsome. Hi. Smooth, Mr. Smooth, right? Smooth. You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal. Tee-hee. Remember to yourself, and thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder. Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting, I can hardly contain myself. I'm jizzing all over the place. Ooh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful eyewitness. Hey, babers. Glad to have you here. I was getting a little lonely. It was just me and the zombies just keep talking about brains and IKEA shelves and their weird little dead-eyed things. I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. What the hell is that? There's a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. I wonder what's inside. Let's take a look. Hey! What are you doing? No touching! Bad boy! You really shouldn't pry around in other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. I wonder what could be inside the drawer. Yes, and she is, as you can tell, very much a user of her goods. Okay. Do you think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Ooh, observe, incident. You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. I'd like a man with a big vocabulary. Better not encourage her. You know that thing that occurred, happened the other day, the bad thing? What'd you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it, pretty please? Let me see. Well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll just have to come to the court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Yeah, boy. Could you just... Who exactly are you? Ooh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me? No, hey, I'm just doing my job here. You know you're cute when you blush. Believe me, this... Oh, excuse me. Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've ever blushed this much. Right, can you just tell me what it is you do? Well, no. And you had your little hopes up, didn't you? I had something up. Oh boy. See, there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you? Oh, what an amazing powers of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives like on television. No, not me. I'm just a lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go looking for clues in the garbage, Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers. Hey, boy. Okay, well, let's see. Probably can't do anything else. Light some of the light. Fang company offices. You can see the inside of the room pretty clearly from here. I think it would be a little difficult to recognize a face from this distance, though. Bottle and 2 glasses are on the table. Somebody must be staying with her. Okay. Maybe we can see if... Excuse me, but I'm a witness, police witness, you understand. How can I possibly give you any information in good conscience, Me, the witness. It's just like the movies. Okay, so I have a feeling she's going to be difficult, so... See if we can go to Grossberg's. Seems like Mr. Grossberg's out. Well, maybe I should just wait here for him to come back. If that wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard. Oh, so you're the one they say has been looking for me. Yes, that's me. He looks even grander than I'd imagine. That badge on your collar. Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you now? Yes, well, yes. What do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please, proceed. Not busy? Then how come no one could get in touch with you? Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Hey, Marvin. The other guy was Martin Summer. Martin Summer, that's it. Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it. Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya. Maya Fey? Hmm. Oh, yes. Maya Fey, go on. What a strange reaction. I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. Wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow? Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry. End of discussion. What's going on? He refused me before I even got the chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? Yes, dead-eyed figurines, see? Finally, someone agrees with me. Oh, I can't remember if we told you, but the place that we found that huge collection of, well, not really collection, huge display of those little fun pop thingies, unfortunately they shut down, so we couldn't pick up anything for you. Sorry. How can you just refuse like that? Please tell me why you won't take the case. Well, you say it's just... I'm busy, you say. But the client is Mia Fey's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye. Creep. Fine, I don't have time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look elsewhere. I think not. Huh? Did you say something? I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly, terribly sorry, but I'm afraid that no lawyer worth her salt will take this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but couldn't you leave? Now, I've got nothing more to discuss with you. What's going on here? How did you know Mia Fey? She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. A mission? You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back, that one. That painting. That's quite a painting. Aha! You noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? Isn't it? Answer me, damn you! The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It doesn't look like a Mugiwara to me. Actually, I thought it was a cowboy. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it. Not even to you. I wasn't interested. It's not for sale. I'm not buying. Jeez. Ugh. Okay, well, better tell, oops, no, wrong place. Looks like a decade gumshoe. Police are still keeping themselves busy in the chief's office. No one has time to talk to me. Guess I'll head out. Accidentally hit on the wrong place. Detention Center. September 6th, 3:42 p.m. Detention Center. Visitor's room. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer? Well, what do I tell her? Well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? I see. I've been abandoned then. What about your family? I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young, and I don't know where my mother is. Don't know. So she could still be alive? Yeah, we will, spoilers, but we'll find her mom in the third game, so... Actually... Yeah, we'll find her. Okay, anyway. The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say that ESP runs in our blood. But 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man, and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined? After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, My sister announced that she would become a lawyer and she left the mountain. So, you live by yourself? Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent, or I would lose my ESP. I feel bad for her, all by herself up on that mountain. So, who was this man who, ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? Oh, how's my voice? I'm trying to talk a little bit louder this time around. And because I had to turn down the mic a little bit because I was hearing that weird feedback that we were having earlier. You have ESPN. I don't want ESPN. That's boring. That's sports and shit, and that's boring. Because sports are boring, damn it. Like that blitzball. Fuck that game. That's boring as fuck. The police convinced my mother to try to contact the victim. Wow, so what happened? Well, her original name was Sylvia Brown, so of course it didn't fucking work. Excuse me. Sounds okay? Okay, good. The case was solved, we thought. You thought? The man my mother helped police capture was innocent. The police consultation with the medium had all been carried out in secret, of course. But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. No, I don't follow hockey, because I'm not a little loser, eh? My mother, became the laughingstock of the nation. I see. White. Excuse me, White? That was his name. My sister told me. White, Just a little longer before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? Yeah, sorry, I never really understood hockey, mostly because, only 3 periods and halftime is in the middle of one period. It doesn't make good for halftime, at least in soccer and I guess football. Well, I can't say football, but soccer, they got 4 quarters and there's a halftime in the half, that makes sense. Hockey, 3 periods and 1 right in the middle of a period, that just doesn't make sense, dude. I'm sorry. Okay, I made up my mind. I'm gonna defend you whether you want me to or not. Why? Why? Well, someone else is a culprit. You aren't the culprit. Someone else is. How do you know? I have a hunch. Given the evidence, it would be easy to assume that Maya was the killer. No, there wasn't. Anyway, okay. But there's something in this whole thing that smells fishy. And it's her cunt. Outwitnesses strange behavior. Is that all an act? And the way that lawyer refused to help Maya. But more than that, she has no one left to help her. Nothing is more sad or more lonely than that. I know, I've been there a long, long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. That's so kind of you. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here. Right, thank you. Yeah, she smiled at last. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You're innocent, right? Yes. And I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So, what's next? There's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawers? I would like to get to the bottom of her drawers, alright. It's when I tried to look into that drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. Okay. Hey, I got your cell phone back. Oh, say, can I listen to my sister's voice? Maya's eyes closed. She listened to every word with such intensity. Before long, tears began to roll down her cheeks. Thank you. Oh, great, now I made her sad. Well, let's go back to the office. Maybe not. Okay, maybe the hotel. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are? Ah, I beg your pardon, sir. I am the bellboy of this establishment. At your service, sir. Oh, right. I've just come up to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? Ah, I believe I guessed Miss May is currently using the, facilities. She said she had to, duke all over the place. I'm not sure what that means. If you've no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait, no, hey! It seems like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself. Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit. Ah, I almost forgot. Yeah, you came back quick. Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there's a message for her. Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. Oh, right, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp. Where have I heard that name? White. That was his name. My sister told me. White was the name of the guy who ruined Mia and Maya's mother. Could it be a coincidence? Now I want a screwdriver. There's a screwdriver sticking out of that half-open door. Now's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have in here? Wiretap, huh? What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? Okay, well, better pocket that. There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why don't you have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this, I know. Alright, I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake, I'll get to the woman's bottom. Oh, wait, I mean, you know what I mean. Oh, bellboy, still there? Uh-oh, time to scram. I look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court. To be continued. Okay. Well, let's get to the first thing. I believe there is a breakpoint after this next part of the chapter. So we might not be finishing this case tonight. The cases get longer and longer. Last time I could do one in one episode because, you know, it's the intro one, so I didn't have to worry too much. Okay. September 7th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 1. Yo, 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 yo. Rabble, rabble, rabble. The court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. No, that voice isn't working. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Bow chicka bow wow. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Okay, I gotta come up with a better voice for this guy. He's kind of prissy, he's kind of, but he's kind of a badass. Thank you, Your Honor. The defense? No, that doesn't work. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. A little bit more snooty, I don't know. Thank you, Your Honor. No, too much nasal. Thank you, Your Honor. No, too southern. Bear with me. I gotta get the right voice for him. Thank you, Your Honor. Defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. Too forceful. Thank you, Your Honor. Defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. There we go, okay. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder. And we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin, then. You may call your first witness. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicide down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by this window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hand, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. You're still calling it a statue. Floor plan is added to the court record. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Witness testimony, Maya Fey's arrest. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh! Smack. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Maya Fey's arrest. As soon as the phone call came in... Who did you say you got the call from? Hey, pal, don't play dumb. You know who. Call is from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel right across from the crime scene. Okay, I pressed. Not sure it did much, though. Alright, please continue. There were two people there already. Detective Gumshoe, how long would you say it took between you receiving the call and your arrival at the scene of the crime? Right. I'd say about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our motto this month is quick response. That's how I got there before the killer got away. Indeed. So, tell us who the two people you found on the scene were. Yes, sir. Defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Are you absolutely sure it was us? Listen, pal, your dumb act will only get you so far. With their funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair, you two stand out like suspicious people at a crime scene. Well, it does have a point about her. She is pretty unmistakable. I should pick my points to press with a little more care. They're taking the hobbits to Isengard. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why did you immediately arrest her? Why is that? What's your reason? Yeah. We had a witness account describing her. Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly. What about this suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious. She sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes. Ugh. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimonies, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. Witness testimony, hard evidence. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim read the killer's name. How'd you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor. Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know. I'm really embarrassed. I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Tried to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Hard evidence. Okay, after securing the suspect, I examined the crime scene, found a memo written on the piece of paper written next to the word Maya, lab test results, and then there's victim's blood. Also, there's blood found on the victim's finger before she died. I don't like this one, because single blunt force trauma, death was instantaneous. Fiction! Detective Gumshoe, there's only one thing I want you to clarify for me here. Say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. She was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying? What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, Detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But no butting your way out of this one, Detective. Order, order. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? The day after the murder? It's the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being... that autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object, but there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way! Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. Should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright? You look shocked. Something you want to say? Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get a verdict. What reason could you possibly have to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will. The evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts this evidence. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Oh yes, now it's time for Bouncy. Witness, your name, please. April May, at your service, wink. Bouncy. Order. An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Oh, yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in the court. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Gee, I was, in my hotel room, tee-hee. I checked in right after lunch. And this hotel is directly across from the Fay & Co. law offices? That's right, big boy. Please testify to the court what you saw. Man, I can't get these voices straight. Ugh. Oh well. It was 9 o'clock at night. I looked out the window, And then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. One attacking was her, the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy titsy. Well, Your Honor, I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any... Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite... firm, didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fay's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Yeah. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yes. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination, if only because I have a feeling Edward doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. It was 9 a.m. when I looked out. I didn't know the time. What'd you do? No. Why'd you know the time? Huh? Why? Why what? Why did you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something? Oh, well, gee. What? That's it? She can't get out of the question that easily. I sort of, boing. I had a feeling. I had a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Press a little harder. Yeah, I want to press into her a little harder. See how far I can run with this. Surely you must have had a reason to look out your window at the time of night. Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness. Badgering? We don't need no stinking badgers. You insist on needling her with these trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed. Yeah, stop him. The poor girl. Okay. Order. Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Poor girl. What about poor me? You looked out the window. What did you see next? And then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The woman with long hair, that was Miss Mia Fay? Slender, sort of, well, some people might say pretty if that's your thing. Your thing? And the person attacking her? The one attacking her was that mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. How do you know she was the defendant? Well, she had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay? There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. Testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. He's right. Yeah, he's kind of right. Her testimony certainly does make sense. And everyone in the court keeps siding with her. I better not press too hard on this one. So then, tell us what happened to the victim. And the woman, dodged to this one side and ran away. She dodged? Dodge what? Well, the attack. Please, continue to... But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. How do you know it was my client? Huh? Well, Gee, first of all, she had a girl's physique. And secondly, she was small. Who else could it be but her? She has a point. Question your testimony? Hold on a minute, that testimony stinks. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that... you saw nothing. Did you really see the defendant at all? Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Yes, what is the meaning of this? Somebody tell me, because I'm clueless. About this, I mean. Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. Oh, all these voices are hurting my voice. Hurting my throat. But still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her, and so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you have to say to that, Miss May? What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing from your testimony. Boing. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl. I promise. Wink. Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her. Witness account. I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. And the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock. That kind of statue-y clock. The thinker, I think. Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. Okay. I see an issue. Now, hippie clothes ran after her, and she hit her with that weapon. I saw it, I did. That clock. The thinker, I think. That clock is a statue. Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? You'd be like that, wouldn't you? Naughty Mr. Lawyer. You just said that this statue of the thinker was a clock. But there's no way that knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you called this a clock too. And he was found guilty of murder. But... Order. Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Phew, that was close. If you stopped me there, the trial would be over. What? So, what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's... Because I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time. So you've been to the law offices of Fay and Co.? No, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard from my hotel room. The law offices of Vanco, where the murder took place, are very close to the hotel. She could have easily heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? Nope. No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because... it couldn't have rung. Your Honor, members of this court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. It's empty. That clock is missing its clockwork. See, in this game you can generally tell that you are on the right track because either the music will continue or the music will stop. And I know that's kind of a no shit thing, but I mean, like when it's doing this kind of incidental music, you know, and then it stops, and then you press into the thing, and it gets the super funky beat, yeah, that's when you know you're on the right track. Just have a look as soon as you can. Oh, see anything interesting, Your Honor? Is as the defense is. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? And as you can see, the clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big, fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss May... Quite a show you put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, this clock is empty. As you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there's no contradiction. That is true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been empty after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Oh, impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening, and now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves the clockwork was removed. The phone. Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Woohoo! You have a girly phone. Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of the conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order. The defendant's cell phone. This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. The good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. There goes out to you, Edgeworth. Not. Oh, that was scathing. Yeah, good job, Phoenix. Let's hear the conversation. Beep. So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you, then? If you could. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Beep. Your Honor, I think this recording makes it clear that the clockwork was already gone. And this was recorded in the morning, before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that this weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw the clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops. Boing. I forgot. So the witness had seen that before. That would make sense. Does the defendant have any objections? You're fucking right, I do. Witness claims she had seen it before. This directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to the court. Well, then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove... Ugh. No. It's simple. This clock was never in any store. Ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only two exist in the world. And the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible. Everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, excuse is not on sale today? Whoa, look at them spin. Whoa, she kinda...
What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die!
Yep, see? You know you're on the right track when this is played. Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Don't eat my watch strap.
Oh, silly me. Did I, lose it? I guess I did. Wink.
Scary. Ooh, that's kind of making my head spin. Oh. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know this weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because... you had heard about it. The witness had never held a clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. Oh, actually, here, that'll probably get what I'm talking about. This is a familiar territory, just use the same approach as with Larry. Miss May held that very clock in her hands. When she used it to strike the victim, when else? I don't think that's... I'm surprised it's letting me do that. What is the meaning of this? April May, you killed Maya Fey, I say. Mia Fey, whatever. When you struck, the force of the impact made the thinker ring. That's when you heard it. See? Okay. Witness had never held a clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? It is correct, Your Honor. There's no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see then. Show me evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. Well, that's easy. It's a wiretap. Have a look at this. Found this in Miss May's room, or Miss May's room. Why was there a screwdriver in the thing then? I mean, obviously to draw our attention, but did it jam or something like that? Okay, Miss Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim. Oh yeah, that actually D-Cups versus the bouncy chick. That'd be interesting. Later. Okay, you were tapping the victim. You were wiretapping the... You were listening in on the conversation via Mia Fey's phone, were you not? Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah, I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock. On the phone. I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, they say that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Beep. Beep. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on to for me. Again? What is it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like that statue, the Thinker, and it tells you the time. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the Thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, do you answer the question? Did you tap a phone? Miss May.
Shut up, all of you! What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer!
It's not fair. All of you ganging up on me like that, and I don't do gangbangs often. Oh, so I'm a bad girl? Is that it? Is that it? You gonna give me a spanking? Oh, 'cause I'm a bad girl? I'm having too much fun with this. Way. I did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. Well, wiretap. Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Is tippity-tapping or irrelevant? Yeah, she's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call it irrelevant. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of speech, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone? I'd like to see her pull that off. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking, I'd like to see her pull that off, and you're not talking about my bra, are you? Damn, she's good. Boing. Well, you're not the first man who's thought of that, and of course I can and will. You can't be serious. No way. Way, I say. Way. Oh, and I'm I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 p.m. at night. 9 p.m. at night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy. Room service from a sweet bellboy. Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know. Wait, murder is wrong since when? I don't know. That's a very good question, Bob Zombie. I'll have to look into that. Of course, it doesn't matter for you, because you're a zombie, and, you know, all we want to do is eat your brains. It's not like we want to eat your eyes. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee, but cold. What, you may not have to drink this coffee hot. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts, and then you have regular cold coffee. Iced coffee. Boing. Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy. Wink. Ergo, the witness was not at the scene at the time of the murder. So, what does this leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's phone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit the murder. No, they're going to just let her walk away. There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, come on, think of something. Call the bellboy as a witness. Defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. Something quite suspicious there, and I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. I think you've sunken quite low enough already. I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition? If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, and thus she is innocent. Therefore, you must accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fay. That is my condition. What? I better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? Yep, gotta accept the condition. Alright, I've got nothing to lose except for, well, everything. Understood. I accept your condition. Fool. You fell right into my trap. You activated my trap card. Wait. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. That too, sir, looks very happy. So without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 o'clock on the dot, sir. I brought it to her precisely at the requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I see. So the defense may begin its cross-examination. Right, I'm ready, I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder somehow, Maya will be finished. Okay. Okay. What exactly is it you do at the hotel? Why, anything required of me, sir. I check in guests, I check out guests. I clean rooms, I make beds. I even deliver room service, sir. I checked Miss May in personally. Are you always so prim? Mr. Wright, you will refrain from asking frivolous questions. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? I checked Miss Maya in personally. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. And then I saw them, and I... the point being, I remembered her quite well, sir. Oh, I see, he saw them, okay. Yes, then what? I cannot get a solid voice, okay. She asked for iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 o'clock on the dot, sir. 9 o'clock on the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on TV and wished to drink it after she finished, sir. 9 o'clock, the time of the murder. I brought it to her precisely the requested time, of course. Precisely 9, then. Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir. 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy, tee-hee, I'd like iced coffee at exactly 9 o'clock. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9 o'clock, sir. Why'd she be so particular about the time? And I did deliver the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. You're sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. Yes, sir, as in so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, the guest she favored me with an embracer, sir. Embracer? Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir, but not a French kiss, sir. A peck on the cheek. Oh, why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never ever forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and she wanted the bellboy to remember her. That's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Tusk tusk. Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen, can I? Protest. Oh, wait. Please wait. Yes, does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. All right, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question, that's all. Okay, this is really it now. This is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Check in. Tell me about when you checked in Miss May. Oh, all right, very well, sir. My first thought was she was a beautiful, beautiful person. She's just my type of girl. So it was a disappointment, really. I see. Wait, what? Excuse me. What exactly was a disappointment? Well, I am not without charm, sir. But even I have little chance with her lover there. What did he say? What did you say? Rather, quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Did Miss May check in with another person? I object. That was objectionable. No. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see it. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you see, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Yes, quite. Indeed. It was the, good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... he asked me not to mention it if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. Oh, hello, Ozzy. You fool. I've done it. I've won. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought the room service, you didn't see that man in the room. That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In this new light, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. You agree, Mr. Edgeworth? Who is this other person? Simple. It was... The man was Miss May. The man who checked in with Miss May. Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. What a convenient little setup, but it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Upstart. Amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into the matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all for that is all today for the trial of Maya Fey. That's all today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. September 7th, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. We're number 1. We're number 1. Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there. Really? I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool, too. That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips, it sent shivers up my spine. If you say so. So what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Well, no, I don't think so. Not yet. Oh, dozens. You want attentions? Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. A lead? That man with Miss May, he's the key. Oh, I get it. Oh, and here we have another kitty butt. He's gonna get some pittance. We have an Aussie Buns. What happened to Miss May? What happened to Miss May after that, anyway? Heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir. I'm going to find out more about this man. Crap. Can't remember which one's which. I'm going to find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who? Maybe so. Oh, shit. Come on. Okay. Don't worry, I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise. I'm counting on you. Okay, I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. Thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that got left on the record. May testimony added to the record. I don't know how much good this will do me at all. Now, anyway, time to hit the payment and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center. It's up to me to get her free. Okay, to be continued. Well, that's all for now. Going to save. And save is done. Now we save state. Just in case a fat kitty butt decides he wants to flop on the keyboard and reset it all. I will not appreciate that. Okay, so we've had an interesting little trial. We have seen someone with huge reasons to be lying. Apparently she's tapping the murder victim. Yeah, we don't know why, but she was tapping her hard, and apparently she was trying to be a witness while while she was getting tapped, apparently, by the person tapping her, possibly. And so we shall continue this on Thursday. We shall continue on with more Phoenix Wright. So, until then, thank you, Ozzy, for deciding to hang out with me. And we have Kitty Face right in the video. And, of course, we got Kitty Butt going on to the kitty camera and kitty keyboard. That's not a bad, buddy. I'm going to have to turn off that when I get turned off. And thank you, Jack, for being a cute, cuddly kitty. And thank you, Bob Zombie. And thank you, Red Rock, for showing up. Appreciate it, as always. And we shall continue this on Thursday, like I said, at 7 p.m. That is -6 GMT. It is currently 8:39 p.m., so adjust your schedules accordingly, and we shall see you then. Until then, be well, do good work, and keep in touch. Later.